she DTF.
She tell me she
DTF. I heard she DTF. What? And you ain't hanging with the team if you ain't down to fuck. Okay.
I just wear gym clothes now. That's all I do. That's all I wear.
It was a little chilly, so I wore my Star Trek onesie, but this kind of felt thing, it means there's nothing but a sauna under here. I've made a terrible decision. So I'm going to start like pouring sweat within the next 10, 15 minutes.
Or else this becomes one of those videos that you need to Venmo.
You got to slowly, y'all don't want all this. Y'all don't, Too much hair. And then if I do that, it's more hair. So yeah, it's all good.
I made a sign, but now it's backwards.
I can see it fine.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, I can see it fine.
Okay, so when we put up the audio, this won't make any sense, but if you like our DTF episodes, you can help support us in our time of need. And this is my Venmo. It's TIMAREE-SCHMIT. There's no D in the Schmit because we lost it in the war.
That's what happens. Those damn treaties. And I am, yeah, there you go. At Darryl_Charles. You see, that's me with ribs. And also my balance is nothing.
Wow.
So, change that, please. It has nothing to do with the fact that I just took money out. I really didn't. Please, yeah, we're doing this for money. Also for fun. This is my friend. This is Dr. Timaree.
This is how we get to see each other. Yeah. Is this anybody's first episode of DTF? If it is, whoa. You picked
Thank God.
You picked a fun one.
You did. You picked a very interesting time. This is Jack, quote unquote, and Marla at the end of Fight Club. You met me at a very interesting time in my life.
In case anybody's new to the show, this is, of course, the greatest sex education comedy game show in the known universe. It is not a game show anymore because we are in different states and we haven't figured out how to make up.
We haven't been able to make games happen, but some people are playing with the government. So, hey, isn't it all a game show? Money's not real. We just found trillions of dollars. Anyway.
For Boeing. How's your stock doing?
I should check. I'm pretty sure my stock's doing all right because I invested in the military-industrial complex.
Yeah, vote with your dollars.
Hey, you know what I mean? It'd be great if I was able to pull that stuff out of there, but yeah, I ain't gonna be the only one losing.
All right. Well, in this fun time, we decided to keep doing our thing.
Napalm. Yes, we are doing our thing, providing you with the latest and greatest in sex ed, sexual interaction, and relationship news in these shortened, concrete, quarantined episodes of DTF. What we do is we, without talking previously, come up with 2 articles each, and then we discuss it for your enjoyment. And as a way to keep me on Twitter actually looking for information instead of just stewing in a violent cycle of anger and depression.
I took up playing video games finally. It took yeah, we played Until Dawn.
Nice.
That's what I would do, right? I would play the horror game where I watch people be gruesomely murdered.
Yeah, but I mean, we haven't gotten to gruesome murder yet. People are not being murdered, they're just dying. So it's not like you didn't play the pneumonia game. That would be too soon.
Just my hairstyle, right? We're gonna find out what my natural hair color is one way or another through all.
Twitter has been like on some like, yo, people are without barbers, man. Like, what is gonna happen?
Oh man, crazy eyebrows are gonna come back.
We're about to revert. It's gonna be Wolverine after he lost the adamantium, baby. Noses disappear.
The at-home bangs are gonna.
Yeah, this is gonna start growing in.
Natural aesthetics gonna be back.
It's gonna be out here. It's gonna be the 70s, baby.
Do you want to do your story first, or shall I do mine?
I'll do one first. We are going to talk about a 32-year-old man from Georgia. Do not believe his name has been released in this article, but his.
Oh, you didn't believe it existed.
Huh?
I just thought you just didn't believe his name. You're like, that's not a name.
Right. No, yeah, no. This man from Georgia, look, no one is named Subadu. Anyway, no, he had a 12-hour erection that he blamed on weed.
How?
That is what urologists also said.
How is that weed's fault? That is like not weed's fault.
I mean, indica in the waistband. That's what you got to do. You got to tuck it into the waistband. Every man learns that in high school.
So what's like his argument? Like what is he claiming weed did to him? Like the weed was just too sexy?
Well, I mean, apparently it was painful.
Okay.
And not just long lasting.
Okay.
The whole problem with priapism, which is an erection that lasts more than 4 hours and is not related to sexual activity, is that they tend to hurt after a while, which, I mean, I guess that could happen.
Yeah, I mean, you're not getting regular blood flow. I mean, anything like if you fall asleep on your hand, right, and you'll wake up in the middle of the night, it's like, my hand, like even just low key like that. If you don't have blood routine, just doing the whole cycle, like that's uncomfortable. Yeah, and priapism, yeah, like after 4 hours, it's considered priapism, and that's a long time. Like to have one part of body like engorged with blood, like that is a long time.
It's true. Yeah, 4 hours is a long time. I'm not gonna say it's not, but yeah, I get it. I mean, but yeah, it apparently it's and it's Dr. Jamin Brambot. That's a real name.
I believe it.
Is a urologist and says the concern is if the erection lasts more than 4 hours, the penis can lose vital oxygen and nutrients. This can lead to pain, swelling, loss of future erections, and loss of the penis.
Yep.
That's gotta suck.
Yeah, every once in a while I'll see those stories of somebody who like injected something crazy in them. They took some kind of crazy like steroid bullshit.
Gas station pill.
Yeah, and then they have to go into the hospital and then.
Oh boy, man. You would think that they could just like do some bloodletting or something. You don't have to cut it off. Just I
think they kind of do. Yeah, I have a.
Nick it. And just no, I know it. The was it the Casper Venesova, whatever the fuck the thing is. There are two. Yeah, there are two things on the side that filled with blood.
There's the cavernosa and then the spongiosum. Yeah, and that's what fills up with blood.
Yeah. So just like nick one, let it out. It's like when you have a punctured lung, you just stick a tube in.
Yeah, I'm not an expert on urology. I have some friends who have had to deal with some like broken penises because even though it's not bone, if it gets like it's mostly going to happen when the receptive partner is on top of the person with the erection. So, yeah, and it can.
Don't get ridden by a sociopath, people.
Or just like a spicy person, just going too hard.
Over enthusiastic.
You come up too high, come back down on the wrong angle.
Yeah. Look up Dennis Rodman talking about how he broke his dick during sex. It's animated and on the internet. I believe it was on Vice or something like that. It's a very funny story.
The internet is undefeated.
But this dude, apparently they say that marijuana is a vasodilator, which can lead to overdilation of various vessels, which would include the penile ones. And they also said, I mean, this is a doctor just he's just vamping. He also said often, marijuana can be tainted with other drugs and chemicals, so the additives could be the cause of the problem. I find that, I don't want to say hard to believe, people are dicks, but like, that seems to me kind of like the putting drugs in Halloween candy thing, where it's like, no one would really want to do that because the drugs are worth more than the candy. It'd be a waste of drugs.
I mean, weed sometimes does get laced with things like
Sure.
On occasion people will put in fucking angel dust, like fucking whatever. Like
I mean, we've all seen Friday, yes.
Yeah.
But that's typically for effect. That's not to like you pay extra for that kind of action. It's never like, they're not going to be like, oh shit, the wrong baggie, damn it.
Well, everybody makes mistakes at work at some point.
Everyone makes mistakes at work, but typically when it comes to this kind of thing, like there's a premium on that laced weed. Therefore, the bags are usually different from what I hear.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Different pocket, different color. Sometimes it's in wax paper and not a little plastic baggie. Look, I don't know what I'm talking about. But the thing is, yeah, no one's trying to lose drugs when they make a living off of selling drugs. I just don't think that happens. So anyway, this dude was smoking that wet, and the wetness got him real hard.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's interesting too to blame weed because I mean, I guess yeah, there could have been something laced in it, but generally speaking, like, not that associations between marijuana use and like sexual pleasure are really interesting because like small amounts of use, recreational use, can be associated with like really positive sexual experiences in terms of like people being much more present in their bodies, have much more of a body high. They can take themselves out of like anxiety and that kind of stuff. But like really, really, really routine use, like super, super, super heavy use, can also be associated with like a lot of sexual dysfunction too. Like, just difficulties with erections and difficulty with sexual functioning going the way that you want it to go can get slowed down if you're, you know, using any substance super heavily.
Yeah, any mind altering substance, especially depressants, which is why whiskey dick's a thing.
Yeah, exactly. But like whiskey dick is usually like while you're drunk, but marijuana use with a lot can cause sexual dysfunction where if you're not high, you can't perform too. So like,
oh, well, you get too used to the good stuff.
Yeah, that's also
a shame.
Things that can happen. But that's really heavy use. Like that's not like
that's Snoop.
I would have to ask him. Yeah,
probably. Yeah, I mean, you know,
I don't mean to presume about Snoop's dick.
I don't want to. Yeah, it's the first time I've ever done that, and it's not going to be the last time because DTF comes to you very quickly, and I will definitely talk about Snoop's dick if it makes me get closer to a joke.
Yeah, or maybe he'll hear about us and he'll come on the show.
What up, Snoop?
I like him because of his hustle, right? Like I haven't heard new music from him in like years.
I have. I've seen he's featured on some stuff. He'll show up every once in a while, but yeah, he's unflappable.
Remember when he was flying for like 5 days?
Mm-hmm. But I think he put out a whole album.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's Snoop and I.
Yeah, for 5 seconds, yes.
And knock the hustle. Speaking of albums, go to darrylcharles.bandcamp.com. You can get my debut album, Black Gentrifier. What? If you buy that, you'll be giving me money. You don't even have to remember my Venmo, which is Darryl_Charles. All right.
Ow.
Gentrifier in stores.
Yeah.
And by stores, I mean on the device that you are currently using to watch this.
Yeah. It's a great album. I'm just telling you, it is. I was there when it was recorded and still bought it anyway. It's real good. It's real good. Does that mean it's time for our next story?
Yes.
Okay, so I am excited to bring you the updated news that YouGov, which is a polling organization, goes around and asks people lots of different questions about lots of things. And the last time they asked people about sex with robots, 2017. And then they did it again. And this was in February 2020. And the data has seemed to indicate across all different demographics, across all ages and genders, people are more willing to have sex with a robot now than they were in 2017. So
I mean, to their defense, there's a much less likelihood in 2020 that you'll see another human being.
Yeah, I mean, now it seems like a better idea
Perfect time.
than before.
You know what I mean?
If you asked me a month ago versus today, I'd probably give you a different answer.
Last month? Hell no. This month, I'll fuck the shit out of a robot. You don't even understand. Please send somebody. You got it on drones? Like anything. Can you just send a mask? I just need it to be a little different. It's the same motherfucker all the time, but no, yeah. Robot fucking.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I guess we're all getting more used to it. And like the biggest growth, the biggest.
Black Mirror, it's their fault.
I mean, I would think that would warn us against it, but.
Nobody ever fucked a robot. Do people fuck robots in that? That's Westworld. Yeah, Westworld was robot fucking.
Yes, and there is definitely a Black Mirror episode.
If Tessa Thompson is a robot, I'm all in.
I'm a robot sexual.
No, I'm all in.
Turns out a robot sexual. Yeah,
Pretty
but there is a Black Mirror episode where it's like, spoiler alert, You can put the memory of a loved one into AI, and it can be in the shape depending on which version you buy. You can get a whole ass person, and then you can have sex with. I mean, it's a robot. It's the
Sure.
retained memory of your dead loved one.
Yeah, but it can't ever grow past the time that you last uploaded your consciousness into the AI.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
But I think, for some people that would be beneficial. Like those guys that are always in Reddit, like, am I the asshole? And they're like, me, I'm 51 male, my wife, 22 female. Why does she act like this? And it's like, you started dating when she was 19 and she's an adult now. She doesn't have as much like, ooh, it's so impressive that you're an adult, because now
right.
she's an adult.
She's an adult and she's around other adults.
Yeah, so your shit doesn't work anymore. That's why every guy writing into Reddit, am I the asshole, who's got a wife who's 20 years younger.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but yeah, typically if someone's the asshole, it's the older person.
I would have to look at the data. Honestly, I need so somebody actually correlated like the gender of the person asking, am I the asshole, and whether the Reddit community is more likely to say that they are or not.
Sure.
And I don't remember, but I feel like what they said was they were more likely to judge the men as the asshole, because I think that the reasons people go on there are different. Like men are more likely to be like, come on guys, like validate this, like I feel like I'm taking crazy pills, and men are more likely to be like, come on, can you believe this shit? I'm clearly not in the wrong. And people are like, my dude,
but she should cook, right? And it was like, come on, man.
But
like, yeah, back when I was in high school, that's what we taught. Yeah, I know, but we got color TVs now, buddy. It's different.
Microwaves.
It's so different. It's so different now.
It's so different now.
We're all stuck in homes. We can't go to the park.
Oh man, yeah. But on this robot thing, yeah, every age group said they're more likely now than they used to. The biggest area of growth was 18 to 24-year-olds. They're far more comfortable with it than other age groups.
Early adopters, baby.
Yeah. So I think the numbers is like 1 in 5. Yeah. More than 1 in 5 Americans say they would consider having sex with a robot. One of the other things that has changed is whether or not they consider sex with a robot to be cheating, or whether you consider sex with a robot to be more like masturbation or more like sex with a partner. And then also things have changed on, if you were to pay to use a sex robot, would you consider that prostitution? So those are the questions that they ask. Yeah. And people's opinions on that have changed as well to become more.
Oh, sure. That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I guess it is kind of, it's not masturbation.
I don't know. It depends on what you say.
What you think it is, right? Yeah, like, because you're not having sex. Like, masturbation is pleasuring oneself.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking a couch isn't masturbation. It's fucking a couch.
But like when somebody uses a vibrator or some kind of sex device that moves, but it doesn't have the face of a person or something, I mean, that's still masturbation. So,
they still consider it masturbation. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I guess.
What would make it not masturbation is what, like having a face on it?
Right. Yeah. What is that line?
Because I guess,
I mean, yeah.
What about like blow-up dolls? What about like fleshlights? What about like real dolls? What about?
Yeah. What about really long marriages where sometimes it's just like, yo, come on.
You want to finish that sentence? I don't know where you're going with it.
In a long-term relationship, I would say, not just a marriage, but in a long-term relationship, sometimes you just got to be there for the person, and sometimes you just got to be there for yourself. So, is that masturbation when you're just getting one real fast so you can go to sleep? I don't know. These are all questions.
They are questions. I remember when a friend in college, the way he said it was like talking about sex with another person is just like in masturbation, but you have to like deal with someone else. And I'm just like,
that's not the best outlook.
I'm going to guess that person is not very good at it.
Well, I think, just like there's a spectrum of behaviors and wants and desires out of sex play, right? So sometimes you want to have fun. Sometimes it's just about being goofy. Sometimes it's all work. Sometimes you want to, try out new things. Sometimes you just want to fucking masturbate in someone else or on someone else.
Mm.
And, if you have in my opinion, a good relationship with some communication, these things are totally on the table and can sometimes lead to happiness for both people or all people. The hell.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want to masturbate and have two other people do it.
Yeah. 20.
Sure. Or 20. Yeah. Right. Well, not in today's day and age.
No, not now, unless you're.
I mean, if you really work your kegels, if you really get your pelvic floor in action, you might be able to get 6 feet. But I don't. What is the longest projectile? That's something to look up. I bet you it's not in the Guinness book, but
the longest
somewhere.
projectile what?
Evacuation of fluids from a human body.
Oh, well, I've definitely read about like how to improve that. One of the things is, like you have to be generally like super hydrated, but then have like ejaculated in a while. There's definitely like muscle tone that goes into that, and like if you really want to work on it, like there are definitely porn stars who have talked about techniques.
Definitely, there's the idea of edging, get some edge play going, bring yourself to the brink, not quite to it. Also, obviously, working your kegels, do your pelvic floor exercises just to exercise those muscles, keep them strong, and then and then learning how to calm yourself down so that there is a one great push, as opposed to many asymptotically decreasing pulses.
Okay, yeah. I mean, this is also like edging is an interesting thing because it's definitely like it's a very real thing. Like the more that you build up the tension, the bigger the release. But it also still operates kind of under like more of a male model of arousal, where it's like,
definitely
there's going to be one, and then it's going to come down, and you're going to need a period of respite. And not everybody does. Some people can keep going, and some people can do escalating. And like the nice thing is that we learned since Masters and Johnson that we all have lots of different sexual response cycles, and it can be like more circular, and so there's not any correct way. And
try everything, see what you like. Do it twice before you say no.
It's like a buffet, you paid to get it. It's not, there's no reason to go light on.
Right. Take a little bit of everything, take a whole bunch of one thing. Just, if you have a lot of stuff on your plate, when they come to clean it up, be prepared for a dirty look. Also, don't do that nowadays. You gotta wait. I feel bad for the buffet industry, dog. Like, they done. It's a wrap.
I mean, like, I guess I haven't been to a buffet in
like a wedding was probably the last time there was like any kind of buffet situation at a place I went to.
I had some buffet at a bar mitzvah.
See? that's a tinier group.
Yeah. And this was back in the olden times. To have events, this back in the days of yore.
Oh, back in my day, we used to go out and meet each other. So you touched 4 or 5 people. Wild times, heady times, I tell you.
So people talk about what are we gonna do as our like new greeting, right? And so like somebody on Twitter suggested like Wakanda Forever as your.
Oh, sure.
And I'm like, but I don't think I could do that. So instead, as a bisexual, I think what I'm allowed to do is, of course, finger guns.
There you go.
Like, we're going to do finger gun hellos for the next however long.
I say you just foot tap like Kid and Play. Just hit them with a quick Charleston. You could do 1 foot for acquaintances, 2 feet for like real friends, and do the whole dance for your day ones.
But like, that's within 6 feet though. I still got.
Oh, that's a good point.
In my chest.
That's a good point.
If we're both wearing hazmat suits, it's fine.
Yeah. You just do it like you're Neo in the Matrix, like completely lean back and then throw out one foot and then, wow, there you go. And then you move on. Or you can just, acknowledge each other. Send a text. That's how we say hi in public now. You just
Zoom.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, speaking of our stocks, like we all should have bought stock in Zoom last week. I guess it's not too late, but
No, it's not too late because politicians did that in January. Huh? The rules don't apply to some. Don't worry about me. I'm just stuck in my house.
I'm just building guillotines.
Apparently, the cost to get one, to make one, is like $1,200. So, people were looking up on the internet how much does it cost to make a guillotine? And
all the different like parts put together, or does that include labor?
I don't know. I again, these are just pictures on the internet, so completely unverifiable by Darryl Charles, or has not been verified by me.
All right.
But the internet has said we should use our money that the government's going to send to keep the economy afloat to buy guillotines and kill the people who made the economy this way.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's how you get sex ed.
Calling for death at the end of it. It's like, it's very Freudian at this point, right? Like the two great drives of libido and Thanatos, and we're just like, it's, just this is the being a human show. That's what it's like.
It's all about the full pantheon of humanity.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, we're going to go have sex with our robots. We're going to be trying to do these episodes for you like roughly once a week. And if you like it, let us know. You can like the DTF page on Facebook.
You can.
We're both on Twitter.
Yep.
I am at Timaree, Timaree _LEIGH.
And I am at DARRYL _. It's Darryl _ It's, it should be easy, but whatever.
Yeah. So you can like send us links and you can send us money.
Yeah, money, definitely. But if there's something you want us to talk about or a question you want us to answer, totally do that.
Totally do that. That'd be super fun. Yeah.
You can get a real answer from her, and then I can, be self-deprecating in a way that doesn't make you feel bad, but also makes you laugh at yourself.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's better than going to a doctor.
Of course. What are you going to do? You want to go to a doctor nowadays? Do you know what happens in hospitals? That's where sick people go. You want to go with somebody. The last person was like, oh, I can't breathe and my throat hurts and I've had a fever for 8 days. And then you're going to walk in like, I got this lump. It's just a pimple, I think, but can you look at it? No, that's how you get the Rona.
Yeah, so if you have questions about, well, I wouldn't actually say come to me with the lumps, but because I can't diagnose. I'll be like, is it an ingrown hair?
Probably. Take a picture of it and then send it. Yeah, sure. And then squeeze it. If there's like a little whitehead, then
and then get video of that and put it on the internet, and people will love it.
Yo, you'll go so viral. Everybody has fallen down a pimple popping rabbit hole. I know I have.
That stuff's, that's cathartic. Cathartic.
One of the best reasons to be in a long-term relationship are just finding pimples on your significant other and then just going to town on them.
That is.
Don't stop till you see the blood, baby.
Yeah, big facts. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. We have to go have sex with our robots now. We have different robots.
The charge, the green light that says charging just went off, so it's time to, put the white light on it. I don't know what that means.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Darryl, I love you. Stay safe.
I love you. Stay safe. Don't touch anybody.
Yeah.
Who hasn't bathed?
Okay. Everybody be
right.
good. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you next time.
DTF.
She tell me she
DTF. I heard she DTF. What? And you ain't hanging with the team if you ain't down to fuck.